All right, so this time of the year can be rather heavy on our bodies. We know that going into the festive season, we consume a lot of acid-forming foods and drinks, which can lead to an increase in acid load in our bodies. Now, this can often have negative effects in the long run, such as aching muscles and joints, heartburn, dry skin, and headaches, all of those. Now, this morning we speak to nutritionist Margaret Ellis on factors that influence acidity. Once again, it's something that you need to be aware of going into the festive season. Margaret, thank you very much for joining us once again. Really appreciate it. Big topic. I think a lot of people need to know about this because I think it takes a lot of conversation to understand it, like the way you do. But as discussed, acid-forming foods and alkaline-forming foods. We did that last week. Just remind us exactly how does it work in our bodies and what's the optimum level?
Okay, half of our food should be alkaline, half of our food will be acidic. In our diet, our current lifestyle, you'll find most of our diet is acidic. And there's lots of other influencing factors that tip us over to the acid state. Ideally, we want to be slightly alkaline, which would be just slightly above 7. And if your diet is constantly on the acidic side, your body has to compensate and try and restore balance.
I understand. So what are those different kind of factors that can influence acidity in the body? I mean, what should we look out for?
Well, over and above your diet, what you eat and drink and think, people with blue eyes are already going to have higher uric acid levels, believe it or not. So you'll find many men with blue eyes who like their beer and their wine are going to complain about gout. And higher uric acid levels are going to lead to arthritis. Exercise is another one that can make you acidic in that you create more lactic acid. So when your muscles get stiff, that's because of lactic acid. So if there's too much lactic acid in the body, that's an extra acid that the kidneys have to get rid of. And too much lactic acid can cause anxiety or panic attacks even.
Sure. Now, there's an important one for me to remember, so specifically. So how does your body go about restoring natural pH levels if your diet is too acidic or you have those lifestyle factors that really impact on the acidity levels?
Well,
what happens?
I suppose the kidneys work the hardest in that they're trying to excrete all these acids. And they don't just get excreted easily. They all compete for excretion. So you need to drink water to help flush the kidneys, because the kidneys are key in preventing your blood pressure and things like that. And if your body is consistently acidic, the only way it can alkalize if you're not going to introduce your alkaline foods is to actually draw calcium out of your bones, which is actually very, very dangerous because it can actually lead to osteoporosis. Yeah. And those calcium deposits can actually end up in your arteries and harden and narrow the arteries as well.
Sure. So once again, very important why your body needs to be in that natural, neutral state. Stress. We're going into the holiday season. How does that affect your body's acidity levels? I mean, because naturally we just spoke about it earlier on this morning as well, that there's more stress being felt over the holiday season as well.
Yes, stress will definitely impact on your pH level. One, it's going to make you acidic, and two, it's going to cause inflammation. And any inflammatory influence is going to directly affect the body and damage arteries and tissues and things like that.
So what's your final words of advice, I think, going into the holiday season with overindulgence on the cards to try and just get that neutral pH going just right?
I think key is drink water. That is your simplest go-to. Drink as much water as you can. Don't over drink your water because you can flush out all your minerals. Okay. And you want your minerals to help keep your pH and your electrolytes balanced. And follow your diet. Try and have green drinks and avoid those simple carbs and sugar, high sugar, alcohol. Keep those to a limit.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you very much, Margaret. Really appreciate it. Take a look at what you are eating specifically as well, and just try and take it easy over the holiday season. But it all comes down to eating healthy or a healthy, well-balanced diet at the end of the day. And when that seems to be a challenge, especially this time of the year, we know A. Vogel's Multiforce Alkaline Powder is clinically proven to help the body clear excess acidity and support the body's pH regulating mechanism. Now, to test your acidity knowledge, tell us on social media which one of these foods are acid forming in your body. Is it A, a steak, B, grapefruit, or C, spinach? And you can stand a chance of winning a Multiforce hamper just like that.
Don't let acidity weigh down on your health. Counteract acid buildup with your daily balance of alkaline minerals from A. Vogel's Multiforce.